Welcome to Semper Hooah podcast.
Germany is actually doing that, though.
Yes, they are.
Well, they've got experience in it. So.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing it. Do you know what Australia's doing? Australia is taking people who have just been exposed and putting them into quarantine camps.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
We'd never
So
do
even if you don't have it, but you were potentially exposed, you're getting thrown into a quarantine camp.
So again, you're triggering our guess with the Japanese
didn't I
internment
tell you
camps.
this like a year or two ago? It's like if they start rounding up the Asians, I'm going on the lamb, but because we did that in the 40s. But
Yeah, but you could end up being the next George Takei.
All right, welcome to Semper Hooah podcast.
I'll show myself out.
That's all right. OG here.
That was over the line.
Oh, my.
No, it's okay if it's pre-1990s.
Yeah. OG here. Sami, good to see you.
Hi.
Not going to make fun anymore. I stopped doing it. I don't know. I think you just earned some level of respect. Just showing up is enough. That's all it was.
Jeez.
That's the officer's
They
job.
say that to me at work, too.
Jank the Tank's here in the closet with Petey.
Hey.
No Jonesy, because he's becoming a leader. He's going to school. Good for him. And our guest today, Pat, I'm going to slaughter that last name, Kurokawa.
Close enough. Yeah.
Sure. Kurokawa?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Hey, you.
So I'm used to the Polish, the V's and W's. Our first civilian guest.
Sound adjutant's call.
I feel like I'm going to get booed out.
No, it's cool because you were like a firefighter and what else was that?
Did a little 911 dispatching.
Yeah, some first responder stuff.
Yeah,
You're
at Great
cool
Lakes.
with us. Plus firearms enthusiast as well. So, you fit in.
We're not enthusiastic about such things,
No,
are we?
not at all.
I shop at 511 every once in a while, so it's practically special forces. I didn't want to brag into my profile.
Does it make up 75% of your wardrobe?
It's like Pete back there.
And tuxedo t-shirts.
I barely
Sure.
even wear 511s.
Okay.
What are you talking
Chill.
I wore one of those to my sister's wedding.
We got,
Oh, that's nothing but slash.
That's a bold move.
I know.
I could see that too.
I was an usher.
All right, we got a lot of interesting topics, a lot of scumbags again. Before we do that, get a little pluggy plugs. Let's just make sure I hit buttons and doesn't fuck up like last week. All right, look at that. We're still working. All right, like, subscribe, follow, share.
We're still
a bunch
recording.
of clowns. Shut the fuck up. All right. On Facebook, TikTok, at Semper Hooah Podcast. At Semper Hooah.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah. Check out the merch at semperhooah.com/shop. Boom.
Got hoodies now.
Oh, yeah. That's
We do have hoodies.
You can support the show at semperhooah.com with a monthly subscription of your choosing. 50% of merch profits go to Tango 3. Hit it up.
Tango 3. With your help, they will support vetted organizational projects that help with veteran mental health issues and veteran suicide prevention through the sale of Dove Creek Akashi Wayu beef jerky. It is simply delicious.
Don't forget that hate mail, guys. Contact at semperhooah.com.
But not just hate mail.
Any
mail. And, as
Dick
always,
pics are great.
all views and opinions expressed on this show are not representative of the DoD or any military branch.
Or maybe they are.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's
Maybe.
like we get it off Army Times, so maybe.
Yeah, right? See?
Well, just because it's off Army Times doesn't mean they agree with what gets reported.
Yeah, that's true, though. Because they still aren't independent.
Or that it's
So-
factual.
Right.
If it was up to the military, they would
Independent.
sweep everything under the rug. All the diddlers, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, don't they do that already?
Yeah, kind of.
They're being brought to light.
Slowly but surely.
America's throbbing cock of justice.
I hate the fact that Jones isn't here. I got to do all this shit. All right. First thing up, just do a quick chat about the Army-Navy game.
Yeah, what's
coming
up
up-
with the fucked up Army uniforms, guy?
I didn't even see those.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Bro, I got a picture,
picture?
of them.
Like, for once, I have to say
What?
that the Navy actually has a better uniform this year.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're playing on 4th of July.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or that they're all trying to be part of the Patriots.
I really like the Navy one, though.
So Navy's celebrating
Navy one's sharp.
all their aviation assets, or like one specific squadron or whatever. But the Army side, they decided to go for honoring SF. And I don't know, it just...
So it should just be like no picture.
Yeah.
Right.
So wait a
Or
second.
civvies with a beard.
They got the
Army-
black visor correct, right? Just blocking out his...
The Army is going with honoring the smallest part of their force that,
Tip of the spear, bro.
yeah,
Oh, they're
that
not the smallest anymore.
but also speaks the loudest everywhere they go.
They're the quietest.
No, they're not.
Quiet.
Every one of them gets out, writes a book, and goes on
That's
Joe Rogan.
Navy
No, that's
SEALs.
Navy SEAls.
It's true. It is more
The
seals.
hell-
Like if
helmet's
you were a
sharp.
Navy SEAL
The
and you
helmet
don't
is-
tell somebody
yeah.
about it, were you really a SEAL?
It's like a CrossFitter, firefighter, or a vegan, right?
No, I like the Navies, though. It looks
Yeah.
a lot better.
But between the two of them, it kind of looks like a Harlem Globetrotters kind of arrangement. Like you can tell who's the favorite here.
Yo, that would make that game so much more interesting.
So quick predictions on it. Obviously,
Army by 3.
I mean, so I'm saying Navy, and I'm going to say, yeah, probably by 3 because it's always a pretty close game when both teams actually score.
was it last year? They was like 15-0 or something like that.
Yeah, but again, it's really
crazy.
low scoring game.
I know
By
it's
compar-
really usually kind of boring anyway.
it's been a long
It
time
is.
since like
It
they had a
is.
blowout, right?
right because they're really not good teams at all. It's
Well, no, because if any
when
of
you come to college football, it's
if these
shit.
players were any good, they'd be in the Ivy League being like, yo,
Right.
dude, I'm getting that NFL contract, baby.
That's right. Well, didn't they have a couple that went over? And like there was one that wasn't getting. I wish Jones was here to look this up. But there was something like that.
Well,
where-
there was a thing, right? Because the DoD came out with a policy that you can go on a sabbatical from your active Army or active military contract immediately upon commission in order to go play professional sports. And I
Well,
think
now
you
they
can take-
tell me.
you
For
can-
how long?
Yeah.
Sir, badminton is not an Olympic sport.
It was shuttlecock. Thank you.
Yeah, but my question with that is for how long? So you defer your commission.
You could defer it up to 4 or 6 years, but then they're going to grab it back on the back end anyway. So you're
Yeah.
just delaying your contract.
But what happens if you have like a career-ending injury?
well, you're.
I don't know.
Here's
Military
100%.
career
Thanks for playing.
exactly.
If it's professional sports ending, it's probably going to end your military career.
Right.
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
No, they'll bring him back in as like a poster child for recruiting or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
see
old
that.
Captain America route.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They'll just stick them in an S1 shop somewhere.
Don't
I
worry.
mean, the
their second lieutenants will
Israelis
get
do
Bronze
that
Stars.
too with like their mandatory service, where they like defer for like people who are like celebrities and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what happened with Gal Gadot.
No, she's such a
Yes, absolutely. All right, so Army's gonna win. Cool. All right, go Army.
Well, honestly, I
Even
would
their shitty uniforms.
I would disagree with you on that. However, the 10-year chain of Navy victories was broken. So
Yeah, that
I was
broke.
gonna say Army's won like the last 3, haven't they?
Right.
Something like that. Yeah.
But we did have that botched raid on their goat farm.
It's
suck, man.
I mean, when all your goats are named Bill,
Right. Grab the one horned
You grabbed a
crippled fuck.
retiree.
Right. The one horned crippled fuck.
He's the well-known. He's the VIP.
Yeah.
Speaking of Navy, who wants the first one up?
I feel like you're just singling me out on that
Well,
one.
it's your
Yeah.
your daddy.
It's
so.
your daddy, mommy.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. U.S. Navy ship rescues Iranian mariners lost at sea. Well, turnabout's fair play, boys. All right. A U.S. Navy ship rescued 2 Iranian mariners who had been lost in the Gulf of Oman in their small open boat for more than a week. The dry cargo ship Charles Drew responded after Bahrain-based multinational coalition combined maritime forces received
That's a lot.
received a distress call from mariners, the Navy said. Why can't we use acronyms for this shit?
Right.
We use it for everything else. Charles Drew rescued the mariners about 6 hours later, providing food, water, and medical care. They were taken to an Omani Coast Guard ship sailing near the capital, Muscat, with both mariners were reportedly in good health and spirits at the time of the transfer, the Navy said. The rescue comes amid continued tensions between Iran, United States, and U.S. allies in the region.
Makes us look good.
That's right.
Did we get the $3 billion for them?
Yeah, all right.
I just want to know if we got pictures of them like kneeling and surrendering as we boarded them.
Right? Me too.
I love it.
I thought tensions are loosening between Iran as things are
They're
heating
trying.
up between
It's still back.
China
But there was
and
some
Russia.
military shit that's been going on because they had the drone thing that was.
Well, we want to sell those surplus Tomcats to them.
I'm
Right.
not worried about Iran unless they. Like
Can we
I
just
said,
tell them the F-35s?
I still want to go back to
No.
when Iran posted all the pictures of their up and coming space fleet, and they got like the Amazon what's it called
Origin.
astronaut uniforms. Literally, you could see like the tag on the inside, and like it's a
hilarious.
shitty like $10,
I've never been.
and they
worried about
dressed
them.
them all up and put them up on Twitter, and they got tore up. If you ever saw that Twitter feed, it was good.
Oh no, I don't.
Jonesy,
I don't.
look
I
it
don't
up.
go on the twatter.
God damn, he's not here.
I don't either, but it's like sometimes when you come across like the links from the Army, it'll link it into the Twitter, and you open it up and just read some of it. It's good.
Word.
Good
Alright.
shit.
To your mother.
Also, fuck Jack Dorsey.
Hey, he quit, huh?
Yeah,
still
well,
fuck him.
Did he? This is the second time he quit.
The Maxwell trial happened.
Yeah,
and
that's what
so
I
many
was going to
superheroes
say.
Yeah,
There's
that's
this
right.
thing that, because the Maxwell trial's going on. There's like all these CEOs and CFOs that are quitting.
What a surprise Jack Dorsey might be.
Weird.
Awkward.
Awkward. Yeah, weird.
He just
What's
holds the
going on?
camera.
Stroking Ratty ass beard.
Oh,
Jesus, yeah.
Twirling it.
this is how we
For-
all get
for a-
shut down for defamation.
For a billionaire, that dude looks like a fucking hobo.
Right?
It's Seattle's best.
Although
There's a
that
chance for you, Bo.
True.
Also, that being said, he's a billionaire. He can look however the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
I would do the same.
I would too.
Well, look at Adam Sandler. He's rich as shit. He looks like a bag of dicks, dude. Good for him.
Yeah, but he's Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it's
Isn't
funny
his
as
wife
fuck,
hot
though.
as shit too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jones, not here. Fuck.
Anyway,
All right. Next one up.
K-Bar pizza cutter for a stocking stuffer. Yes, seriously.
all right, you guys know what to get me.
I gotta send this to my
that looks
wife
pretty
real
good.
quick.
Yeah. Yes, we're talking about the K-Bar Saw Pizza Cutter, which is absolutely real thing. Now, as most God-fearing Americans know, the K-Bar fighting knife is a Marine Corps fixture steeped in legend for nearly the last century. Even the name K-Bar has its roots in American folklore. According to the company, there's an urban legend that in the 1900s, the company, then called Union Cutlery, received a letter from a fur trapper. That was my nickname in college.
I bet it was.
Detailing a harrowing encounter with a grizzly bear that he killed with his trusty Union Cutlery hunting knife. The writing was so smudged, the only letters discernible in the passage were K-A bar. From this legend, the K-Bar trademark was born. We can only assume that the K-Bar pizza cutter will be just as legendary in addition to your home arsenal. For just $20.97, down 28% from a list price of $29 on Amazon, you can own one for a relative steal. Just don't forget to yell "Oorah" when you see it.
I would pay $30 for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, if
Don't
you
say that.
go
Amazon
on,
will raise the price.
if you enter in the promo code, right, you can get two for a low price of $15.99 times 2 installments. Just send your check to.
2 installments.
Semper
Yeah,
Hooah?
don't worry about it. Yeah, Semper
Sort
Hooah.
Yeah, send
that
it to
out.
semperwho.com.
Does it
And
come with
get
a
yourself a devil
With the
derp
holster.
sticker.
That's, ooh. Holster. That's a new idea. Get the
Ooh.
Kydex going on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
chest
Sick.
mount? You know,
Chest-
upside down so I can quick pull.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it right on your, like, chef's apron and shit.
Well, you got to do that for the tactical spoon or spork you have in the field,
Yeah.
always.
What do you mean in the field? I bring one of those to work.
Boom. Marine Corps.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to buy one.
Eh.
Totally good.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, I will. For you.
You going to spread the payments out over
Yeah.
over 2 months?
15 payments, please.
Yeah, no problem.
Out of everyone in this room, he's the one who could afford it the
What are you
full
talking
price.
about? Look how much money I spent on this goddamn podcast. Can't afford shit anymore.
I'll give you $10 for
Put
one
on
of
the business card.
back.
Put on the, I did. All
It's a
right.
viable expense, IRS.
It really
I don't care
is.
what you say.
It's true.
Here's another good one. Terry Taliban kill, disappear 100 plus former security force members.
Control
Could have seen
delete.
that coming.
I didn't see that coming at all.
What?
No.
Yeah, right.
If only they didn't
The
have the equipment to do
Taliban
it.
Yeah, I know.
executing people?
Right. And their own people. Right.
Oh, no.
We
Right.
totally should give them a UN seat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, aren't they getting on the Security Council?
Yeah, as an honorary.
Fucked up.
Terry Taliban fighters have executed or forcibly disappeared. Yeah, forcibly disappeared. What is this new lingo? More than 100 former police and intelligence officers since taking over Afghanistan in August, despite promising amnesty, according to a report released by Human Rights Watch.
I mean, if they're forcibly disappearing, they that's statehood material right there. That's what the CIA does.
Right?
right,
or
but it's
the
like,
KGB.
hey, we'll give you amnesty. Come and disclose that you used to work for the former, good guys or whatever. Yeah, we're not gonna kill you or kidnap you.
Right.
Yep.
I swear, pinky promise. Using employment records left behind. They have employment records.
Of course.
That's American bureaucracy right there.
That's right. If we left anything, we left them bureaucracy.
tape.
I mean, we gave them a list of people like, hey, let these guys out of the airport.
Right. Left behind by the ousted government, Taliban fighters have hunted former security force members and their families. Taliban leadership also appeared to have used the promise of amnesty as a chance to double-cross many. Members of surrendering security forces were told they needed to register to receive letters guaranteeing their safety. But the Taliban used those screenings to arrest and or execute or forcibly disappear people, often leaving their bodies dumped in the street, according to the 25-page report.
Well, if their bodies were dumped in the street, they weren't forcibly disappeared.
That's some cartel
Some of
stuff
it
right
was-
there.
Yeah.
I mean, it sends a message.
Okay, so they're back to their shit. Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
No
Nothing's
surprise
changed.
Surprise, surprise.
Did you guys hear what the ousted Afghan president just said the other day? BBC reported, like, the Taliban are my brothers. I want peace. I'm like, you motherfucker.
Well, I mean, peace. Yeah.
It's all- it's
God.
I mean, how many million did he steal with them?
A lot.
a lot.
Right, a lot.
A lot. It's almost like Maliki, too, in Iraq, too. Like,
Oh, yeah. Dirty motherfuckers.
yeah.
Well,
But he knew when he was about to get ousted, he called in everything and bilked every fucking company he could.
You know who always stayed committed in any kind of war that we had? The president of Atropia.
Oh, that's right. Good old Tropia.
He was always
A
came
true
back from
ally.
exile.
Marines don't know this stuff. You know about Tropia?
Is this a made-up country?
Yeah,
that's
it's
how
the
we do
fake
our
country
war,
we
our
fight
war
in.
games. All
Every
the time.
single war
Tropia.
game is
Tropia. It's
in
a
Atropia.
It's an army thing. Did you guys
I got
ever do
2
that?
bronze stars from going there.
I got 2 bronze stars. You get 1 bronze star for. Fucking A.
Are you,
I'm not
I
even
showed
gonna
up
say
here
it.
right. They put
Yeah,
me
I
in
know.
for another one.
Right?
Did you get a bronze star for jerking off in a porta shitter in the heat?
That's actually a silver star with a purple heart.
Yes, because you risk heat casualties.
V for valor. It's so hot in here. All right, next one up. Another stocking stuffer. Who wants it?
I'll take it.
There we go.
You can actually buy Mre toilet paper, but why the hell would you? So
Hmm.
who the fuck is buying this?
First of all, that does not cover one MRE shit.
First of all,
No.
I didn't even know that that was actual toilet paper in that.
Why
thing.
is it bloody?
Well, it's
You
what
know
we
why
think
it's
You
bloody.
know why it's bloody.
single ply?
You've eaten the MRE.
No Chipotle.
Well, so I never used the MRE toilet paper. What's even
I thought it
worse?
was just a napkin.
That's what I always
Yeah, I
kind of thought.
What's even worse is go into any military installation other than the O's only section, and you get that Skillcraft single ply wax paper and just smear shit all over your butt cheeks, man.
Keep
We
going.
get the same thing.
Yeah.
Do you hate yourself? Then boy, do we have the gift for you. The world's absolute crappiest toilet paper. Well played. Who wrote that?
Task and purpose, I think.
That's right. You can apparently buy a bulk order of single packs of TP found in meals ready to eat, with the added benefit that you don't actually have to eat an MRE to get it. Well, that takes the fun out of it,
That's a good marketing ploy.
I think
though.
I'd rather eat the MRE.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
though I don't think anyone ever got to the bottom of the bag of veggie omelet and looked at that brown paper wrapped roll of barely single ply butt wipe. Thank you. I'm stroking out today. And thought, hooray, a prize. No, that's the fucking Skittles.
It's true.
These
Rock
easy to
hard
carry
Skittles that
wipes.
chip your teeth.
Oh, God. Yeah. Because they're like 8 years old and sitting in there.
Oh,
I gotta go to dental.
The best ones are the ones that are left in the sun for like a year.
Oh. The Twizzlers, too, because it's just like pure rock.
We had a guy in our tank platoon that saved up all the cheese and veggie omelets and carefully put them back into a box of MREs and then snuck them over into the infantry's hooch area when they were out on a mission.
I love it.
That's diabolical.
It was hilarious.
Go on.
These easy-to-carry wipes, which are as coarse as desert sand, can be purchased online for $16.50 for a pack of 50 through epicenter.com.
Where was this at the beginning of the pandemic?
Right.
That's why it's $16.50. Which focuses on gear aimed at disaster preparedness and what we can only assume includes doomsday preparation, because doomsday is the only time when a 50-pack MRE tissue paper is called for.
I'd rather wipe my ass with poison ivy.
I would take the chance.
Right.
Well,
on-
the thing is with the proper combination of peanut butter versus cheese spread, right? You get the right consistency of a semi-solid log where it doesn't leave residual like crap.
You sound
I
like the
thought you were
major.
going somewhere else with
You
the
sound like the
rescue.
XO and Jarhead.
Yeah.
Not too hard, not too soft.
Right, just right.
Right. Speaking of MREs, our guest here, Pat, why don't you bring one over here? He got us
Left it upstairs.
a bunch of, MREs with White Claws on them. And put a bow on it for it. That's awesome.
It's your sample pack. It's a
this-
holiday special.
The hash brown.
God,
All
I
of a
wish
sudden they start handing those out at
I wish
drill.
that's how it
Yeah,
got
right.
issued in the field.
This is, but the White Claw, that's nice. Ooh,
Yeah.
mango. I like a good mango.
I did discover going to Dollar Store the other night
one was
that
this?
they do sell Rippets there. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
if you really
Oh,
want
really?
the vintage,
Yeah,
they
for the longest time
absolutely
they had them there.
I didn't
do.
even
Do
know.
they?
that.
Okay.
Except it's not the little mini cans; it's like full size
size.
cans.
Oh, wow.
So it's just too much flavor packed
Dude,
in.
when I was in college and I had just met Bilbo,
yeah,
like one of the first things he said to me was like probably our second or third week in college. I'm out in the smoke pit and he comes walking up with this giant can of Rippets and he's like, "Look what I found."
Check it out.
I love it.
All right.
What I miss are the tiger ones. What the hell were they called?
Oh.
I don't recall.
Yeah, they got
these.
this tiger. I always call them like Crouching Tiger or Hidden
Was
Dragon.
that the,
Crouching Tiger. or
The
whatever.
only tiger,
Charlie
I'm,
Sheen one?
the only tiger I'm
Tiger's
familiar
Blood.
with is
Tiger
Tiger
Blood?
beer, which I drank a lot of in Singapore.
Yeah, that's good beer. Yeah, we had that at the restaurant.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that was fun stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what are these energy drinks you guys are talking about? The officers, we usually just have like brandy and scotch put out for us. So
All right, sir. This is a good
course
time
you-
for you to shut the fuck up.
give them the White Claw.
Fucking Scotch cart and shit like that in the combat zone.
Which one of these is
We're gonna
loaded?
NJP everyone for drinking in a combat zone, but we're gonna sit in this tent and drink beer and make those assholes clean it up afterwards.
Speaking of assholes, next one up, who wants it?
Alec fucking Baldwin.
Oh, this guy's back in the news again.
Yeah. Actor Alec Baldwin claimed during a news interview.
Was that photoshopped out there?
I found it online.
That is
That is
beautiful.
the best shirt.
Read it
ever.
out so listeners
Yeah.
can get it.
Guns don't
for-
kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people.
For those of you who are only listening.
Yeah.
Which shame on you.
Yeah. No, that's okay. It's where we make our money. Go on.
So
I
Alec
got a face
Baldwin
for
claimed
radio, it's
during a
fine.
new interview with ABC News that he did not pull the trigger on a firearm that discharged a bullet that hit and killed someone on the set of the movie Rust.
Well, that just proves everything that people like him have been saying for years. Guns really do kill people.
Yeah, I was just
And
cleaning
you
it
just
and it
let us
went
sit
off.
here with all these
I
behind
know.
us.
I'm sorry. I didn't zip tie the guns down so they wouldn't come off the wall and murder us all. Sorry, guys.
When
so
pressed-
take your chances. Go on.
When pressed by
need a
ABC
safe
News' George Stephanopoulos about
Stephanopoulos.
yeah, hip hop anonymous.
I don't know if he's really
About
pressed, but go on.
Yeah, about how it wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled. Baldwin responded by claiming, "Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger." So you never pulled the trigger?
That's one hell of a
Stephanopoulos?
fucking hang fire.
Yeah.
Right? No, Baldwin claimed. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull the trigger at them. Never.
So how did
But you did.
Unless it's in the
and
script.
she's dead. So
Did
good
you get the
job, fucker.
gavel?
Yes, the gavel's right there.
I think it's time to pass judgment.
you ready to use it?
Pass judgment.
Pass
judgment.
And guilty.
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 Oh,
All right.
cheap.
that was a
It is
bigger-
cheap. It was like $10 on Amazon. I didn't get it from Wish though.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're going to have to put the gavel sound.
If you got
up
it
in
from
post.
Wish, it'd also be like a butt plug gavel or something.
I mean, anything
Hey,
to be
Talking
butt
about
plug
Christmas
here.
presents.
Hey, are we still recording?
Yeah, we're good. Fuck off. Pricks. You know. Anyway, fuck Alec Baldwin, not me. Fuck that guy. Don't get at me right now.
I'm not
I
getting
just
ready.
don't know how you can get away with that kind of defense claim.
Oh no, I didn't pull the trigger.
Yeah.
So what? Like, how did she die? How did the other guy get shot?
Well, it's like I smoked.
No, that
it
wasn't
in
my
jail.
ND. I didn't pull the trigger.
Somebody in the back, right? Another sniper or some shit.
What was he
No.
riding a bolt home on a crew serve or something like that? Is that what happened?
Fucking stupid. Dude.
I think this is the same defense Rittenhouse used.
Ooh. Yeah, that was good though.
Nah.
Yeah, no, he didn't use that. He pulled the trigger.
He
Oh, he did.
admitted to
He
pulling
admitted
it.
to pull the
Yeah.
trigger. That kid admitted to pull
I
the
mean,
trigger.
when you take down two pederasts, you know.
Yeah. Could have been a third.
2.5. Still more kills than him. All right,
Yeah.
cool. You almost got the radar. Yeah, that's right. This close. This close to getting the radar. All right. Fuck Alec Baldwin. Here we go. All right, next one up.
I'll
Who
take
wants
it.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
take
you should.
Throwback. That time Marines in a firefight called customer service for help with an M107.
Hey-o.
Hey, now. Hey, that's Barrett for you. Great customer service.
Fantastic.
When you need help, there's nothing embarrassing about asking for it, especially when the pressure is on to get it right as soon as possible. Rifles are no different. And if you have to call an arms manufacturer for a problem there, it's probably a big deal. That's why Barrett Firearms Manufacturing provides service for its products long after they enter military service.
I feel like we're just like propping up all these companies
I
without
know.
getting paid at all right now. I'm just kind of pissed.
I
Go on.
really,
send 'em
I
a
would like
bill.
my own one M107.
Yeah.
with a year's supply of ammo. Most notably, the beloved Barrett M107 50 caliber rifle. Don Cook is a Marine Corps veteran who has been working for Barrett for 17 years. In an interview with National Geographic, he recalled the time he received an interesting call on the customer service line, a call from troops in an active firefight. It's probably one of the biggest highlights in my life to be able to help a Marine unit in a firefight, Cook told Nat Geo. He picked up the phone and heard what was happening in the background. Without being able to see the weapon, he was able to diagnose the problem. Marines bent the ears of the weapon's lower receiver up during the previous night's maintenance. When they saw action the next day, the rifle wouldn't fire every time they pulled the trigger. That's a problem. Cook told them they needed to bend the ears back down. Given the lack of tools and time, he suggested the Marines use the bottom of the carrier as leverage to bend the ears back and get the weapon firing again. Within 30 seconds, the Marines had their rifle back in action. They thanked Cook for his help and got back in the fight. Were they using the Prick 119 to contact him? Or is this like sat phone or
they're
what?
in this shit, right? They had to have a sat phone, right? Because how else you
Boost
fucking...
Mobile.
Yes, Boost.
You know, it makes me wonder if it had like that automated response and you're just sitting there hitting one, getting shot at, and just be like, you hear the music in the background.
Representative.
Representative will be with you. Will be with your call in the order in which it was received. Your wait time is 20 minutes.
Para español, prima número dos.
God damn it. No, that's crazy, though. I mean, yeah, but they had to be on a sat phone because what the hell else when you're in the shit? I mean, unless they're reeling back to the talk and someone's fucking doing that. Way.
Honestly,
did they really have like the TM or anything with them? That was like, how did they get the number?
Oh, that's a good.
That raises
Just
a lot of
call
questions.
Barrett.
Yeah, that's a lot of questions about this.
Hello,
stamp that on the
operator
rifle?
in the talk. Can you please patch me in?
Is the number on the back of underneath?
No, you know what
M1?
it probably was? It was probably like that scene in Heartbreak Ridge.
Yeah, that's right. We got the credit card.
Yeah.
So
Never go
great.
anywhere without my plastic.
Oh, that was. I love that scene.
Imagine if the customer service routed back to like a foreign routing service and it's Terry Taliban picking up. Hold on. Yes, what is wrong?
Your call is very
Atmadad.
important to us. Thank you.
Fuck that, I'm going to call you Gregory.
All right, Gregory.
After this call is done, would you please stand by for the quick survey?
That would be awesome. I want to find out more about this. And then
5 out of 5, hoorahs.
I want to listen to the recording of this call.
Right.
Because you know it was recorded for
Quality
quality
assurance.
assurance.
Cool story if it actually happened. That's awesome, though. All right, it's that time of the show. Oh, the POG Pro. Oh, yeah. All right. Who wants our first POG Pro?
It's a lady.
Or only POG Pro. Yeah. It is a lady. Ooh.
She's a lady.
Oh, I didn't take a picture.
POG Pro, Navy Lieutenant Commander Susan Murphy.
Hello.
All
to
right.
you.
Lieutenant Commander Susan Murphy was 16 years old and homeless when she
What the
realized,
hell is that?
I need to take this.
All right.
All right, I'll pick up here. Give me a minute.
I was like wondering what the hell that was.
Sounds an awful lot like personal business.
Yeah.
All right. Lieutenant Commander Susan Murphy was 16 years old and homeless when she realized she could break away from her unfortunate circumstances by joining the military.
Is that true? Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
guess, yeah. Go on.
Murphy, who said she became homeless after her parents got divorced and her mother remarried a man she described as a con man and sex offender,
Oh, sounds like a class act.
Lovely.
Yeah. Was interested in the medical field and believed that by enlisting in the military, she could avoid becoming addicted to drugs or getting pregnant at a young age. I feel like that backfired for a lot of people.
Well, the
going in
first part
military.
possibly.
Yeah. Go on.
As a result, Murphy joined the Navy at 17 in 2004 and became a deck seaman through the
Sick.
General Detail Targeted Enlistment Program. Is that like the split option thing for Navy?
Probably. I'm not familiar with that.
Deck seaman. What the fuck's a deck seaman?
I think it's just like, you're
It's a
just.
Navy
Deck
thing.
jizz.
Yep.
No, I think it's just like an average, like, deckhand, like, just
Okay.
kind of like that, like, open contract, like, oh, we don't know where to put you, so you're here,
Okay.
Okay.
kind of thing.
Eventually, she decided she wanted to become an officer. Good choice.
Fucking.
Applied to the Medical Enlisted Commissioning Program and was selected. Now, Murphy is a nurse aboard the aircraft carrier Gerald R. Ford, based out
boy.
of Norfolk, Virginia. She says the most fulfilling aspect of her role is mentoring junior hospital corpsmen to become more confident in their abilities. Good for you.
You know, yeah, going from being homeless to making all the way up to no,
Yeah, good for her.
I'll give it to her. You know,
Right?
she's the POG Pro. She's quite the looker too, by the way.
Down boy.
Ooh, she's got rank and blonde. You know how I like it.
Striking resemblance to.
I'll
My
dye my
wife?
hair blonde for you.
That's powerful and blonde. Oh man, I love it. All right, POG Pro.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I wonder what's going on with PD over there. Business call, or is it the first sergeant? Who knows? All right, it's that time of the show.
Both business calls, I guess.
Scumbag.
This is the scumbag moment. All right, first scumbag up. Who wants the first scumbag?
I'll take it.
Oh, okay. I'll actually do
Scumbag,
it.
triple scum.
Yeah, ready for it?
All right. Curvins Toussaint, Dominique Mills, and Alan Joaquin Hernandez.
Curvans? What a weird name.
Hey,
Toussaint. I like actually like his last name. Toussaint.
Toussaint?
It's
Yeah.
like a croissant. Anyway, go on.
I want
Anyway,
to see that guy's
it's
shit
French.
profile.
Anyway, a fight leading to a shooting in the Cincinnati Entertainment District resulted in the arrest of 3 men. Cincinnati Entertainment District.
Which
There's-
is in Texas.
Wait,
the way.
what?
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's
go on.
All right, all right.
I'll get it.
I'm going to
Right.
try to do the mental gymnastics to figure that one out.
Right?
Anyway,
Go on, though.
Curvins Toussaint, Dominique Mills, and Alan Joaquin Hernandez were arrested in connection with the shooting of a 24-year-old in West El Paso near the intersection of Cincinnati Avenue, Mesa Street. El Paso Police Department officials said.
See, that's their entertainment district, but they call it the Cincinnati.
They named it after Cincinnati.
Which, yeah, why would you? I don't know. El
All right.
Paso.
Anyway,
Everything good, by the way, PD?
Yeah, work.
Work.
It.
A fight between the three men and the 24-year-old victim started at the corner of the street when a person fired a gun and struck the victim in the lower torso, officials said.
Ouch.
The shooting caused a large crowd to run from the area. No shit.
Yeah.
El Paso County constables in the area saw the shooting and called for assistance from the El Paso Police Department.
Constables.
So what's the difference in like the constable and the police there then?
Petey?
Petey?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Remarks
All
complete.
right.
You know, yeah. I mean, it's just different, right? Because like every state has their own way of licensing.
I thought one's American and the other's British.
That's constable. Damn it, Jones.
Anyway, Jonesy?
It's funny because he has that virtual class. Anyway, go on.
Anyway,
I'll talk about it in a minute.
Police officers arriving at the scene set up a perimeter and began collecting evidence, officials said. An investigation identified the three men as being part of the shooting, officials said. Toussaint, Mills, and Hernandez were each arrested on suspicion of engaging in organized criminal activity, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The men were booked into the El Paso County Jail. El Paso police listed Fort Bliss as the address for both Mills, Hernandez, and Toussaint. Was listed as a lower value resident. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Bond was set at $300,000 for Toussaint, while Mills and Hernandez had their bond set at $200,000.
Fort Bliss, yes. So, where was I going to go with that? I've already lost it. All right, so yeah, the Cincinnati thing was fucking weird. Like that's what they call the district. Anyway, so these guys got in a little fight there, shot some people up. They're scumbags. Cool.
Yeah, word down.
Awesome. All right.
I'm going to assume that Toussaint guy is probably Haitian.
It's a really, I like that name.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the constable thing. That's weird too.
Yeah, and Toussaint's a very popular name down southern U.S. too, like around like the Louisiana area.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
Like Cajun area.
Yeah, the French connection and all that.
Yeah,
But they could kiss and their facial hair would never touch.
Yeah, but you were saying
That's just an observation.
that shave that's a hell of a beard. Wow. in
Someone
uniform.
got a
That's
no
chin
shave
strap.
shit.
Yeah, that's a really. It's a little excessive though. Trim it up. All right. Who wants the next one up? Anybody?
Scumbag, military civilian, Eddie Ray Johnson Jr. Eddie Ray Johnson
civilian.
Jr., 60 of Brandywine, Maryland, was sentenced to 16 months in federal prison after pleading guilty to charges of theft of government property that totaled at least $1,157,540.69.
Get it right. That's right.
Right?
All
The
down.
amount he was also ordered to repay.
Why didn't they just like round that shit up?
Yeah,
One more penny. even.
good accounting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnson spent 15 years working for the Air Force as a civilian, most recently as a travel coordinator in the Secretary of the Air Force's Office of Legislative Liaison, where he planned congressional travel and approved accounting packages, according to the Department of Justice. That position allowed him to pocket more than $1.1 million in cash advances from a government-issued credit card between 2014 and 2017.
Jesus Christ, what do
Why
you do
didn't I
with the
think of
money?
that?
Yeah, hookers and cocaine, I guess.
The
Jeez.
DTS, man. That's gonna be a
How's
bitch
he
to
still
fucking-
alive then?
Who
Right.
approved that voucher?
right.
He did.
Yeah, that's right. He's the proving.
I didn't know government credit cards would allow cash back or cash advances.
I didn't know that.
There was a
either.
big
They- you
problem
think
with
they
that
get
a few
miles?
years ago where all these Joes were going to strip clubs and using their government travel card, getting cash advances.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're allowed to draw your per diem with it.
I never knew that. Thanks.
Yeah.
Good to know now, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm screwed.
Don't draw it from a strip club. I've seen that go
Vegas,
badly.
though, baby. Yeah.
Go to the Walgreens.
What's the base out there by Vegas?
Nellis,
No,
Nellis Air Force
Is it never,
Yeah,
Nellis
Nellis Air
It's
Force.
Creed or something.
Groom Lake,
Groom Lake.
Area 51.
Whatever. Let's get some orders out there. Area 50, S4.
Area 51 is literally like a 2-hour flight away.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I want to get out there and go to Vegas and use my travel card now. Cash advance is nice.
I'm
Yes. Of the more than 1.1 million, Johnson diverted at least 774,000 for personal use, prosecutors said. Along with a piano, a Harley, and family trips, federal agents found more than $15,000 in cash when they raided his home, at least $4,000 of which was traced back to his government card, according to a DOJ statement.
I want to know what kind of cashback benefits these government cards give.
Right?
1.5% back on every purchase you make.
Oh, look at that.
Only through Silkcraft.
Look, he was saving the government money then.
Yeah.
All right. So we actually have another one up right after this. It's a hold my beer moment because what was his total? What was it?
1
It was like
million.
1.1 million.
1.1 million, right?
1.157
So does this one get even better? Oh,
Yeah, all right. Let's do
Jesus.
an actual. Who wants this one? Because he really spices it up.
Yeah, here, I'll just keep going then.
Yeah.
All right,
Air Force veteran Kevin Rumpf Jr., Air Force veteran Kevin Rumpf Jr., 41, was working for the VA's prosthetic department in Fort McPherson, Georgia in 2013 when he started making unauthorized medical equipment purchases using his VA-issued purchase card. By 2021, Rumpf had cost the VA almost $2 million
Yeah, see?
after not only fraudulently purchasing CPAP supplies, but then reselling those supplies to a vendor in Ohio for his own personal gain, prosecutors said. Rumpf was sentenced December 1 by U.S. District Court Judge Michael L. Brown after pleading guilty August 16. He was ordered to pay $2,041,733.62 in restitution and sentenced to 27 months imprisonment, followed by 3 years of supervised release.
There's no fucking way he's paying that shit.
No.
$2 million.
Call who's the fucking attorney that's all on TV about like debt consolidation?
J.G. Wentworth.
No, that's
No,
Captain
that's what I almost
That's-
said. That's
Yeah. JG. No, it was the other
Yeah,
one, though.
Peter Francis Tracy.
Tracy.
There we go.
Francis Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bankruptcy info tapes.
My info. It's so
so
easy.
So depressing, those commercials.
He must make
So
some
is
money.
bankruptcy, I guess. But
He must.
yeah.
He must be good at what he does because he's got the money for
Oh,
all
yeah,
of
he's
those.
rank.
He's got a bunch
commercials.
of offices around town, too.
I swear I know somebody that knows that guy, too.
I
find
do.
that.
Well,
I heard
long
he's
story,
kinda
offline.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, all right. So, yeah.
Also, you're never getting a job where you actually have to deal with sales or purchasing of anything after shit like that.
Nope.
Yeah. You're totally getting. All right, but we're going to switch it over here a little bit because it's time for our catch a service member under the scumbag list.
Right.
Oh boy.
What's in the paper bag, asshole?
Hey,
What's in the box?
What are you doing here? All right, and
Why don't you
you're
have a seat
totally
over there?
Yeah, take a seat.
All right. To catch a service member, USMC Staff Sergeant Nathan Schultz. We also don't abbreviate it that way.
Okay,
We put a T at the end.
I know. I don't care. I did Army style. SSG, baby.
Oh my God, this
All
guy
right,
looks
whatever.
like a fucking diddler.
Doesn't he?
Oh.
But well, he's not Kitty Diddler at least.
Actually, he kind of looks like one of the guys from Generation Kill.
He,
He looks like the guy from Trailer Park Boys.
Yes.
Who is also a
Bubbles.
diddler.
Is it really?
Wait, really?
no,
Mike Smith?
no way, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that just ruined the show.
He got like brought up in like a lot of Me Too shit years
Really?
ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that sucks.
Allegedly.
Can't enjoy that.
Nothing
show
convicted
now.
though.
Not that I'm aware
I'm
of.
not gonna-
I'm not
I'm not gonna.
familiar with it.
Anyway,
Anyway,
you just fuck that up for me.
Anyway,
All right, go on.
U.S.
make it do
Marine
twice as
recruiter
much.
has been arrested after allegedly inappropriately touching and grabbing two women recently in Bellefontaine, Ohio, according
so
to
classy.
He was
police
just trying to
and
get them to
Marine Corps
join.
officials.
Yeah.
It's aggressive recruiting.
Get you a backpack.
It gets worse. Go on with it.
Staff Sergeant Nathan Schultz, 27, has been relieved of his duties at recruiting station Columbus, Ohio. On November 29th, Schultz allegedly met the wife of one of his recruits who had a letter from her husband to his recruiting sergeants, according to a copy of Schultz's arrest report, which was provided by Bellefontaine Police Department. The woman told police that Schultz had driven to her apartment complex and told her to get in his truck. Then Schultz, who smelled of alcohol, allegedly sexually assaulted the woman and told her that he wanted to have sex with her.
Wow.
Sounds like a
Total
Marine.
authority.
Hey, we're gonna make 6 here. All right. Let's make 6.
Ah, Jesus. After the woman got out of Schultz's truck, he allegedly followed her inside her apartment, where he is accused of pinning another woman on the floor and not letting her up as he touched her inappropriately, the police report says. The second woman told police that Schultz only relented after her child began to cry. Police found Schultz sitting in his truck outside the house of another woman who told authorities that he was calling and texting her that he wanted to come inside, the police report says.
keep going.
One police officer described Schultz as extremely intoxicated with bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, according to the police report. Even though 2 open containers of Twisted Tea were inside his truck. Schultz told police that he had not been drinking. He also said that the woman whose home he was parked outside was also in the Marine Corps.
Like that makes it better.
Yeah.
She's
cooler, baby.
No, it's one of my troops. Yeah. He has
Welfare
been
check.
charged with gross sexual imposition, a felony, and related offenses, the police report says.
Jesus.
Wow.
This guy.
So my only question is this: it said he's 27, but that hairline definitely says 45.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Duke. Fucking A. What
Jesus
a piece of shit. You know what? I like how he scaled back once the kid started crying. So, whoa, okay.
No,
maybe
maybe
I
I've
should be
gone too far.
Yeah. Even while the kid's watching, I'm still going to be doing this. Oh, you're crying? You fucked it up. Don't
I
cry.
was almost there.
You sick.
I'm the only one that cries
Don't
during
shame
this.
him.
Ooh, boy. Anyway,
And this is how we wind up in mandatory briefs.
that's yeah. All right.
You can give those though.
Once again, he's not convicted yet, but I'm gonna give it. You want to give it the knock?
Guilty.
Guilty. You want to give him
Yeah.
the knock? Fuck, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, yeah, by me.
Fucking guilty. Bring that shit closer.
Yeah, I'm really
make-
shocked that you just put it like right there in the middle.
Well,
like that,
yeah,
you know.
it's everyone to
Oh,
grab.
boy. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Whoa, we're knocking shit over.
Getting
All right, yeah.
aggressive
So
here.
Are we still recording?
fuck off.
But wait,
Welcome
there's
back,
more.
everybody.
Oh, we got another one.
Another
we
one.
Do yeah, one more.
This time's a civilian, military
Yeah.
civilian.
Told you we're getting the
Harold
civilians in.
Jameson.
What?
What? Civilians. We're getting more civilians in here.
All right.
You did this on
Wait. When you
purpose.
said you know, like, oh, you're our first civilian on the show, and like, we got a whole bunch of civilian stuff. Like, this is what you meant? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is literally what he meant.
Wait a minute.
Well, he brings a bag and he has his shirt on. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting raped. Classy rape.
Not
though.
that we
Thank you.
condone it.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, if it's my friend, never mind.
Anyway.
All right.
Brooke bring you White Claw and MREs. And, you know, this is what happens.
Set the mood.
Playing hard to get. I get it.
There was no
Fucking-
candles.
How did you know? MRE and a White Claw? Yeah. All right, I'll suck your dick.
I'm so gonna eat that MRE at work tonight.
Which one did you end up with?
I forget.
Make sure to cook it with the
Oh,
heater
the brisket.
inside.
I got the brisket.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That one sounded good though.
Yeah, it did sound good.
A former substance abuse counselor at Fort Bragg, of course, Fort
Back at
Bragg,
Bragg.
Where the
Back at
STDs
Bragg.
are airborne.
Hooah, is accused of sexual touching of a woman seeking care at the base's hospital, the Department of Justice announced. Harold Jameson, 47, worked as a counselor for the substance use disorder care clinic at Womack Army Medical Center on Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
That sounds incorrect, doesn't it?
Something.
No, that's the center. I mean,
Yeah, Womack is the medical center.
Whatever. Go on.
Whatever.
All right. A federal indictment alleges Jameson touched a woman's genitalia, groin, and inner thigh without her permission on July 14, 2021.
It's like every Saturday with my wife.
Jesus. According to the DOJ, the alleged crime happened while the victim was in the care of Womack Army Medical Center. Jameson was arrested November 22 on charges of sexual contact without consent and sexual activity by a custodian, the janitor. He has since been released, according to court records. If convicted of sexual contact without permission, Jameson faces a maximum of 2 years in prison.
that's it.
The
it.
sexual
Jesus
activity by a
Christ.
custodian count carries a maximum prison term of 8 years.
It's
and
somehow
4
more
months.
serious if you're a janitor.
No,
I think
no,
custodian's like
custodian
medical
is like
custodian.
custodial care, right?
Yeah.
They're within the care of a person who has authority. And
Marine Corps. Were you janitor?
well, it's because I made the initial joke. right?
Yeah,
So-
I know. It's all right. He's smarter than that. I know he is.
Yeah.
Nah.
Giving me an awful lot of credit there, bud.
That's true. All right, another scumbag.
Piece of
Guilty.
shit.
And
Guilty.
Guilty. All right. All
Allegedly.
We need like
Allegedly.
a little, yeah,
In our eyes, guilty.
a little desktop miniature guillotine.
Yeah. Ooh. A little foreskin cutter? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say cigar cutter, but you know,
Oh, well.
it's a weird flex. But all
Or
right.
was it, what was that fucking movie? The
Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes.
We just nip the tip.
I'll take two.
Oh, man. Anyway, all right. Well, we're done with all the scumbags. So many. Stretching
Yeah.
out there, bud. You feeling good?
It's all the scumbags getting ready for the holiday season. You know?
Oh, there we go.
All right. It is that time of the show, our military movie review. All right. And Pat, you picked a very interesting movie for us.
I did. I think this was a solid relic of the '80s. It's the Final Countdown.
The final
Not to-
countdown.
Really hoping I could have stopped you guys before that because I knew it was coming.
Please tell me you have that on the soundboard.
I don't, because
What
that's
the
actually.
fuck is
Well,
wrong?
first of all, that's a copyright thing. I'm getting sick of getting nailed for that.
You could have just pulled something from Arrested Development.
Yeah. Which is also another copyright thing. So
It's by Europe. I mean, I think they'd come after you.
it's
It's been a little while.
all right. The title of the movie, first of all, is fucking stupid for it. I love hated this movie.
Yeah, I don't know
Great.
what that reference in the movie.
Yeah, the final.
It really didn't come into play with anything.
Nope.
Well,
I think maybe
but-
like leading up to the events that
Well,
they were.
Let's describe it really
interjected
quick. A modern aircraft carrier, modern by 1980, which is actually still
Nimitz.
to this day. So, a modern aircraft carrier is thrown back in time to 1941 near Hawaii, just hours before the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
Also, I do believe the Nimitz only recently got retired.
I was gonna say, is this
Is it?
still active?
I don't think so.
Great ship, though. Solid. I don't know. All right, you've got Kirk Douglas as Captain Matthew
Yelling.
Yelland.
He didn't yell at all.
No.
Martin Sheen, fucking awesome, as civilian Warren Lasky. Hey guys, I'm over here to
Hey.
Civilian. There you go.
Also, very smart suits that he was wearing the whole movie.
We're going to talk about that in a minute.
Go dress to impress.
Catherine Ross as Lauren Scott, which I
Laurel.
Laurel. Sorry, Laurel Scott.
That was a very popular name in the 40s.
Well, anyway, but
She's 80s hot.
yeah, what the fuck was she in? Nothing.
Yeah.
James, another one, Ferrantino as Commander Richard Owens.
Also not in very much.
Nope. All right, Ron O'Neill as Commander Don Thurman. I don't know why I even put that one on there.
Yeah.
Charles Durning, sorry,
Yep.
as Senator Samuel Chapman. That one, he's been in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff.
Fat old guy died way back in the day. But
But usually playing a dickhead.
Yeah.
Which, no different in this
Right.
movie.
So
'Cause
what's
he played a
funny about
politician.
this is Kirk Douglas actually did serve during World War II, and he plays on as a. It's just crazy how old he is. He was he just died last year.
Yeah.
Like 103 years old.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so the movie's about a naval ship and aircraft carrier that goes back in time to 1940, like right before
Man, those special effects.
Vintage.
vintage shit.
Vintage. It is
Jesus,
golden.
They did not age
all right,
well.
No,
So-
God, no.
Hated this movie. I love time travel. Big fan. I mean,
Back to the Future
the
is
Future.
one of his favorite movies.
Yes, actually, dude, I love time travel so much. What's that shitty one? The time traveler's husband or wife or
Time
whatever.
traveler's
Oh, yeah.
wife or
The
something
one
like
with
that.
Bana.
Was that on Hallmark channel?
Probably at some
All right.
point.
Lifetime.
Your wife probably made you watch it.
No, if it's got
made
Rachel
her watch
McAdams
it.
in it, which she's smoking
Your
hot.
wife definitely made you watch it.
and
We're gonna
Eric
put a pin in
Bana.
this. We're gonna
Your
circle
wife
back.
also definitely made you watch
She
it.
did. I don't care about that, but it was time travel, so I was like, all right.
It was on Hallmark, wasn't it?
It wasn't. It's a fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I hear a lot of
great
Hallmark,
fucking
movies
movie.
like that.
I'm a big fan of World
Hallmark
War II
channel?
shit.
I like what you did with the Hallmark Channel.
It's very good. Anyway, I love World War II shit. Love time travel. So I got excited when he said this because I saw this the trailer for this a while back. I was like, okay, it's cheesy, but yeah, at some point I'll watch it. And he says,
And it
boom.
pretty much reveals the entire movie, too. if you
Yeah.
watch
Yeah,
the
it does.
trailer,
It really does.
But it doesn't. And I don't want to give away. Actually, we're going to spoil the shit out of this.
I remember watching this at my grandmother's house with my uncle.
You
back
were
in the
excited about
80s.
it too when we were talking.
Yeah,
about it.
because I've seen this movie several times.
Let's get in your notes. If you didn't notice, I did a little split screen on that one. For
Yeah, I
both
did
our
notice
notes
that. Yeah, so
Same
I
shitty font though.
yeah, I didn't have a whole lot to say on this one.
there. Well, I've got plenty.
I know you do. Mostly because I've seen this movie like a handful of times over the years, and great cast, great premise. When I say great cast, I mean the actors. I don't mean the active duty U.S. Navy extras that they had in there because
Yeah, they had
their
like
acting
45,
was
right?
Right. Yeah, a lot of them.
They
Which
buckled,
they
buckled
have-
that ship up real quick.
Those
Yeah.
sick beards. When did that stop in the
I
Navy?
don't know.
Because I saw all these beards. I'm like, what the fuck is this? They're like
It was
the
the
rocking
80s, man.
full beards. I'm like, Army didn't have that shit back then. Not in the 80s.
Ever since they got rid of the dungarees, wasn't it?
Maybe
That's when they stopped.
Possibly when they
When
went
they
to
used
the
to wear
full
like the
coveralls.
denims.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they used to wear
Probably,
denim and shit.
Pete,
like
can you
that.
ask your
Also,
dad really
fun
quick? Text
fact.
him
Fun
about
fact.
beards.
The reason bell bottoms became a style and were always a thing in the Navy is so that if you fell overboard, you could take your trousers
It's
off
easier to make
over
a
your
flotation
boots
device.
to make a flotation device.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just taking it's
Yeah.
easier. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, they used real active duty personnel for the movie, which is why the acting is so super bad.
Well, yeah.
with
okay.
them, it's
I mean,
so
they're like extras, you know. I'm not expecting them to do too much.
yeah, but they
besides-
actually some of them had lines, and it was bad.
Really?
Yeah,
There was some overacting, underacting, middle acting.
yeah.
I felt not Charlie.
No one
Martin
who,
Sheen.
no
I
one
thought it
who
was
got
Charlie
to the
Sheen at
core
first.
of the
Yeah.
character except for Martin Sheen.
Well,
and-
Martin. That's what Charlie Sheen looked
and
like.
Kirk
back then,
Douglas.
so-
Yeah.
Martin Sheen did some pretty good acting. He was pretty little overacting. Why Kirk Douglas did a lot of underacting in the movie. He was
Yeah.
like, he literally phoned this whole movie in.
Oh yeah,
He
he
was
was
there
out.
going,
He was out for the paycheck. You could tell.
well, he's old as shit at this point too. I think he
Not
was
really.
like 70 fucking years old
Bro,
already.
he was acting into his 90s.
I know, but I'm saying, but he was like 70 already, and he's. But
So the Navy stopped wearing beards in 1985.
is that it? 85.
Thank you, Jonesy.
Yeah. All right, go on.
Let's see. The special effects.
Yeah.
Dated as all fuck.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Love the cheesy 80s.
Granted, they didn't have to use a whole lot of special effects.
But that's old. That's actually special effects back then. It's not CGI because they didn't have that yet. So
Yeah.
they had to do that whole like
Yeah.
The whirlpool thing.
yeah, which
yeah.
is really weird.
But the fact that they did use like real aircraft, it was like real, like, you know, Navy planes, and it was pretty cool. However, when they were launching for like their strike, did anyone else notice that none of those planes were armed?
I think
I
that's
did not.
standard on them, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
But,
All right.
Like Top Gun, I think when they took off, I don't think there was anything on the racks.
Possibly.
So they go back in time, which actually, right while this is all happening,
We
they're
gotta get back to time travel.
I think after the whole time travel spot, this is where like they sound the general quarters, right? And that scene totally reminded me of Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Like, it's like close down this, close down the zoo. Like
Cancel the three-ring circus.
because you actually see the guy closing down the actual like the snack fucking area and all that shit. The concessions. I was like, oh my god, that totally reminded me of Spaceballs. Like it's closing down the concessions and shit, which I know that they do that on the ship when they actually do it.
Yeah, the C-store.
Right.
Yeah.
They actually do close it down like that, but just the way it was filmed, it totally reminded me of Spaceballs.
Oh yeah.
They canceled the three-ring circus. Yeah, no,
Secure all animals in the zoo.
but like the whole panic of everything, I was like, oh god. So that's ridiculous. Anyway,
But that is actually what general quarters is like on ship. Like
I
it
watched
is
a special. I know.
It is a mad scramble. Also, on a ship that big, hitting general quarters in 4 minutes, I think that's pretty good.
It's a massive ship. The Nimitz is.
Yeah.
It's really cool that they actually got to film
it's like-
on the Nimitz.
Yeah, I think it's like a 3,000 personnel. at
They
that point.
actually also had to cut the filming short on the Nimitz, by the way, for this movie because the Iran shit was kicking off and
Yep.
they had to use it and send it over there. So they like booted them the fuck out.
Was this on the Wikipedia page?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, I always like to really dig, especially when it comes into using
Yeah.
real stuff. Like I really want to dig in a little bit to see what the accuracy of stuff is, even though it's a completely fictional movie.
Yeah.
And they're using a lot of real assets here.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, go on there.
One of my favorite scenes though was the dogfight between the M60s and Tomcats. Just fucking hilarious.
Massive hard on. I
Yeah.
literally, because like it's building up this stuff, right? You're seeing the Japanese flying around, they're lighting up this boat and this and that, and then you're seeing that their 14s are flying, just whizzing by them, and like their faces, what the? And they're freaking the fuck out, right?
Well,
You're
this
like,
is-
what the fuck is that?
This
You
is
know?
that ultimate scenario where everyone's like, well, you know what? If we put modern weapons back in World War II or whatever.
That's why I like the movie.
It's
that,
exactly-
we grew up with these questions.
Yeah, this is exactly something that I love. Is like sending something back to a war and kicking ass, right? And that scene when they just light him up, I went, oh my god! My wife's like, hold on, I'm coming in my pants here right now. We're just fucking taking these bastards out. It was so hot.
Yeah, and then this is just me. Like, I was just thinking about this throughout the entire movie. I'm watching it with like all the casualties that were encountered throughout this little excursion through time.
Right.
I really want to know the after action report of this whole fucking exercise.
Right, so-
I wish they would have had that as like in the movie, if everyone going up and explaining why someone died on this ship.
So they end up going back in. Obviously we're gonna spoil the shit out of this movie because
That's fine.
It's great garbage, is what this movie is. It could have been so much better. I got a few more quick things on this one though. So like, I love the fact that like it didn't faze anybody that they went back in time. They're like, huh, and especially Kirk Douglas like, huh, all right, we're here.
I don't know what's
Oh
going
my God,
on.
We're back in 1941. Everyone's like calm as fuck about it. Like they're not, but they are. The first like, yeah, all right, we just traveled in time. They're like, all right.
Yep.
I'm like, really? Because I'd be going, what the fuck? Yeah. Well, then again,
I mean, in fairness, they didn't know.
Yeah.
well,
But after they established
did.
it.
They established it. They're just like, this is what's happening.
Imagine how the history books would have played out had their strike group actually gone and stopped the Japanese. It's like,
So, yeah.
we were on our last legs, and then all of a sudden, the ship from the future came.
Right. So this is I'm gonna spoil
That's some
the shit
Team
out of this.
America stuff right there.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna spoil it because
You've had 41 years to watch it.
Yeah, it's an older flick, and it's like I said, it could have been fucking amazing. So they build up for this entire scene, like they're gonna stop the Japanese from hitting Pearl Harbor, right? And all of a sudden, the time portal opens up. It goes, no, cancel the mission. It's like, what?
Such blue balls.
Oh yeah, big time. And I'm like, fuck this. Like, my wife, I threw the remote. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm so fucking pissed off. I got so mad.
How do you think those pilots felt, man? They were
I
about
know.
to get some.
They were.
That was
They
a
were-
period in time where we were doing jack
They even
shit.
said it. They even said it. We don't get to kill the Japs. They get to do it again. And like they say it like the. That's,
it's
whatever.
cool.
I know you're
Like, I'm
Japanese.
surprised there
safe
wasn't a
space,
mutiny
it's
on the
He
ship.
chose
at
the
this point.
movie.
Yeah.
They
That
had to
is
know
fair.
this was coming out.
Yeah. No, but I mean,
I couldn't find my head.
honestly, what needs to happen is they need to remake this into a movie or a show. Now, with the better ending, with the us intervening, like
They
and
did. It was called Team
changing.
America, World Police.
All right. No, I think it would be a lot better if they did it. But then you go, oh well, and how would
The time paradox thing always
right?
comes up. Yeah.
Which
They
is
did
fun.
discuss that too.
Which is but you know what? It still would have worked.
Actually,
out.
for a movie in the 80s, right? Especially 1980, they were really good about mentioning all the possible time paradoxes.
Right, they did a pretty good job.
That never got mentioned in time travel movies until well into the 2000s.
Well, there's a little bit in Back to the Future. They covered it in 2 for sure.
Yeah, they did change a lot.
They did well. Still a great movie.
We're gonna add Guardian of the Timeline to your titles.
No, I mean I love the. Anyway, all right. So it could have been a lot better. It love hated it, dude. There was a lot. Great build up. You know, they did, but the Navy being on board was awesome. Like I was actually everything looks so fucking legit though, like accuracy wise. I mean, you probably know better than I. Being on that shit.
Well,
but
I
it
wasn't
looked
on,
fucking sharp.
I wasn't on a carrier
no,
like that, but yeah.
But you're seeing how everything's moving and
Yeah, where they're bringing like the ordnance up through the magazine and
everything
all that.
is like I mean
the red
I
shirts.
watched
and all
enough
that.
aircraft special. I think I have like a DVD box set of that shit.
Also, Lloyd's of London routinely says that the most dangerous workplace on earth is the deck of an aircraft carrier.
Yeah, heard a lot. Oof. Anyway, let's get into ratings here.
Also, them showing them trapping that Corsair without a tail hook.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. See, there's all these like cool.
Yeah.
There was like a Navy propaganda like a motherfucker for this
Oh yeah,
movie.
this was the recruitment poster before Top Gun.
Yeah, this definitely was. Yeah, but it never made it Top Gun status though.
Direct the
It could have.
blockbuster.
It could have.
It could have.
If it had Val Kilmer, sure.
I think the IMDb
And
rating
Rick
is actually
Rossovich, it
almost
would've-
a 7 on this. It's like 6 point something on it. It's ridiculous.
Well,
It's all Navy guys going, no, so I was on the Nimitz. Yeah, it was. I was on the Nimitz.
Hey, I told you about that YouTube video I watched. This guy, an aviator at that time in the Navy. Yeah, he pretty much creamed all over this movie too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good movie when it came to all that shit. I'm telling you, the ending is really what pissed me off. And then it's a couple cheesy moments here and there, you know?
Yeah.
The dog.
Yeah. I mean, well, because the thing is though too with the.
Get you around there.
Sorry, I'm not
BBC.
used to having this thing. Yeah, right at mouth level. But the boat that they are saving that
Little yachts.
that the F-14s are basically saving by shooting down these Zeros. And again, I know we're kind of spoiling the shit out of it. The senator that's on this boat, he would have been FDR's running mate. So you have Kirk Douglas and Martin Sheen and all those folks who are going like, well, you know, what do we do? Like, we know where we are. We know this is before the Japanese are about to attack Pearl Harbor.
Shoot him and throw him overboard.
Yeah, like, you know, as a guardian of the timeline, like, what would you, what do you do here? Do you have to preserve, the future society because
Kill it all.
Well,
because they died?
the senator
Yeah.
took care of that for himself. So.
Right.
It
And
worked
he
itself
fucking
out.
that flare gun, man. That scene was insane too.
But,
But
like-
flare gun. I'm like, get out of here.
Also, the whole helicopter explodes.
that's
Just
the
for
whole
one-
point. The flare gun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, I know there's a lot of leaks in those Navy helicopters, but she's like,
That's
I don't
true,
think it's
though.
that flammable.
Yeah. Well, you never. No,
You,
actually,
you hope not.
you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah, because I know a lot of Air Force guys go, man, these things just piss fuel all the time. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, just like the
Never
old
going on
saying,
these-
if you see the hydraulics leaking, that's a good sign.
Sign. Yeah.
That means there's still fluid.
Fluid in it. That's right. So bad. All right, let's get into the ratings here. Sami, hold on, let me get rid of this bullshit here. Been drinking. Where is the button?
There.
We're still on the air.
Yeah, where's
Are
the
we still
yeah,
recording?
Still recording?
Yeah, we're good. Fuckers. All right, Sam.
Three. Solid 3.
Solid 3.
I dinged it for the god awful acting and the special effects. It was just
Martin Sheen was good though.
Martin Sheen was great. He's always good.
Kirk Douglas was. And that's why I give it 3.5.
Yeah, Martin Sheen's voice is like smooth velvet.
It is. It started at 5 from the beginning for me. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is fucking hot. And all of a sudden, I'm like, all right, a little drop here on this because I know it's 80s cheesy, but I still kept it up there.
Sounds like bad service
And-
at a restaurant.
Right. And then all of a sudden, the ending of the movie, and I was like, ooh, down. And I went, you just ruined it for me. I wanted the chaotic, timeline to be changed. I wanted it. Even though there was foreshadowing right in the beginning of the movie. He's like, there's the people dropping you off. Like that person that wanted, like, I knew, like, all right, there's something to do with him. Then he comes back. I knew it already. And like, because I was talking to the wife, I'm like, watch, that limo's going to pull up. It's going to be the guy that was from there and he stayed there. It's fucking stupid. Fuck this shit. I got so fucking mad at the ending.
It's not like he had an option to go.
Well, he did though. Whatever. You know what? Anyway, all right. So the ending fucking pissed me off. All right, Petey.
3.
His dad served there in this time. On the Nimitz.
Remarks complete.
Remarks complete.
All right.
Yeah, it was
Shank
just
the
that.
tank.
Gave it 3.5, mostly because it was a lot of edging and blue balling there leading up to the end.
It was a lot of edging. It really was. I mean, see, I know it. I know. He's the same with me on this one. You saw it. Like,
Well
you're like,
put.
oh, yeah, and then, and then
Right? Like you're all geared up, like, yes, they're gonna blow the shit out of this fleet, and then
I get so
nothing.
excited for
I
it.
could so tell that this was your two first times watching
Yeah,
this.
it is. It totally was. Yeah. I mean,
Like, I watched it with my wife, and I turned to her, I'm like, this is exactly what it's like. And she knew what I meant. So.
Some people pay for that.
The extra half star
wish
was
I'd had that
the Japanese prisoner. That actor is actually in one of my favorite episodes of MASH. That was the whole reason I gave it a half point more.
Also, him like one-arming a full auto M16.
Right?
Pretty good for not ever firing their weapon before and took out a bunch
Also,
of Marines.
everyone's shooting from the hip.
Wow.
I mean, it just shows how effective Marines are.
That's right. And
It was the 80s. We weren't in war.
everyone was high as shit.
Buffalo soldiers.
Yeah.
But in the dress uniforms, you guys did look good.
Of course, we always do.
Always those dressed. Even that gut, he still looks good. He's stretched out a little bit, like I said. In the garage, he's missing a button down here, but it still looks good. It flares it out. And Pat, you gave it.
I gave it a 4.
Murmur. I gave you some fire. I gave you some fire trucks because you're a firefighter. I don't know what to give you.
I mean, at least they're not desks, I guess. But,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
could-
like TPS reports. I made myself sad just saying that just now. But
So you give it a 4.
Yeah, I gave it a 4 because you know what? To me, this is a quintessential 80s movie. In all fairness, I would probably say this is closer to a sci-fi movie than I would a war movie.
It's both, though. It really is.
You had that action in there, slashing the zeros. I mean, if you didn't enjoy that, I think you could just watch that
massive
clip on
hard-on for
YouTube.
that.
Could I take off a half point for them not using the song "Final Countdown" in the movie at all?
Was it out by then?
Absolutely.
That might have come out after this, I think. I don't know.
I will
somebody
Google
Google
it.
I'm taking off a half point just because of Europe not making the song just for this movie.
What if they did though?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's see who got
yeah.
it first.
That's some time travel shit right there.
All right, well, that's
Yeah.
it, guys. That's like I said, check it out, watch it, be disappointed. Maybe not. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe you served on the Nibbits or served on any.
Maybe you recognize
Semen.
half the cast.
Yeah.
The song came out 6 years later.
So they earned. All right, they get the credit, but I still don't understand the title for the movie.
Yeah, don't get it.
There's no. Anyway. All right. Anybody got a bathroom break before we do this?
Well, that goes on you.
No, I'm good actually. Anybody good?
Oh, the
We're all
prostate
good?
flare up is
It's not a prostate problem. I just drink a lot of water. I
Yeah,
didn't-
it's a prostate problem.
yeah, water
Jesus
that's been mixed with alcohol and aged in a barrel in Kentucky for a while.
It's fermented water.
It's time for the smoke bit. All right. Getting a little Q&A with our guest here. Time to, yeah. Oh, you know this part?
I might have glazed over this part previously.
Yeah, nobody watches this part of the show. So
Nobody
it's all
watches the show.
Yeah, I'm not that interesting, so I don't know what you're expecting here.
All right, so our first civilian guest here. Did you ever want to join the military?
You know, in high school, I talked to a lot of recruiters. The Air Force and the Marines would come by my high school pretty frequently. Made me feel like a rock star, especially those Marine recruiters. Made me feel super smart. And even though I'm not very athletic, I was an athlete, not an athlete. But
Hey, we need those two.
Now.
I push buttons. But
We need those two.
yeah, I had considered after graduating high school either enlisting. I had actually gone through and did some of the paperwork with the Marines, but that was mostly just to get them off my back because they were like, "Here, just take this test on this dated like Apple IIe computer," and I got like a 96 on, which
Well, you're not too good.
I mean, it wasn't the it wasn't like the actual like entrance
it's
exam.
the pretest for it.
Yeah.
I know that one.
It's the one to see if they need to actually teach you anything before they send you to MEPS.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
and it made me feel it was a confidence boost. But my brother enlisted just about that time, and my mother was devastated because of course we were full on into the war in Iraq at this point. So I was like,
listen, infantry too.
he was my brother was 3rd Infantry Division, 64th Armor. He was an intelligence analyst, so he was over there after the initial surge, so they weren't rolling into Baghdad with the tank columns and all that you see. So, but he got to deal with all the aftermath of that, which
What year was that? 2004?
2004 would have been the aftermath.
Where was he stationed in 2004?
I
Do you remember?
Where's third ID at? Where are they out of? First of all, when they're anyone know where third ID's out of?
Fort Stewart.
They're
That's
out of
right.
Fort Stewart,
Fort Stewart,
Georgia.
Georgia.
Sorry. No, because I think he enlisted like 2000. It would have been like 2003, 2004 when he would have been going through basic. So he would have been deployed about 2005 when they were around Solder City.
Okay, all right.
He went there twice, didn't he?
You did 2 tours.
2 tours, yeah.
Both of which not phenomenal, especially in that time frame because that's when you had Fallujah and all that going on.
Oh,
so.
tell me about that one.
all about it. Obviously, you don't want. All right, your brother passed away just a few years ago.
He did.
And, young man,
yeah.
sad stuff.
Yeah, he had to deal with a lot of you know, what happened over there that obviously we never really asked him about, and that's unfortunate. But yeah, it was alcoholic ketoacidosis, which occurs when you drink a lot, like especially binge drinking.
Fuck.
You got water in there, you're probably all right. But as you binge drink, you are not as hungry, so you won't eat. But if you do that on a long enough timeline, there is the possibility that, you know,
Thank God I eat like crazy when I
Yeah,
drink.
same.
Taco
Yeah.
Bell. Well,
winter's right around the corner. I mean, that's okay. But
I saw a lot of
bulk up.
pictures of your brother. Your brother looked very fit.
yeah, he was a much more in shape than I am. But round is a shape.
Round
so
is
I
in good
mean,
shape. It looks good
this
on
is
you.
a dad bod.
You pull it
so
off just right. That's okay.
I'm parting it on the side.
All right, I don't want to
be
make
honest
you.
with
You but your brother is buried at Arlington, correct?
He is. He's in the niche wall. We had the service out there. We had a service here. It was very nice, but man, it will forever.
Fuck you.
You know,
and I
yeah.
apologize for bringing that back up and stirring up sad emotions, but I wanted to give a little recognition to your brother a little bit there.
He was a good dude, but yeah.
All right, that's it. Let's
Also-
get on to other stuff.
Also, those ceremonies at Arlington, Jesus Christ, man.
Right.
Jeez.
All right, more fun stuff. You were a volunteer firefighter
I was.
and emergency dispatcher. When, where, how long, all that shit? Because you're a first responder. Let's get into that shit.
Yeah, it used to be a lot cooler before I started working a corporate job. So I was a volunteer fireman for Lake Bluff and Knollwood, Illinois, for, God, 10 years. It kind of all blends together now. But in that time frame, I started working as a 911 dispatcher on Great Lakes Naval Base as a contractor. That was
See,
a lot of
military
fun.
tie-in. That
Yeah.
works. That works.
I mean, it was, you know, pretty short drive. They wouldn't let us, as a contractor, it was, you know, go in the gate and, you know, take
Right.
2 turns, and God help you if you want to get, you know, any other direction.
Well, it's
But,
like getting to the hospital on that base, too. It's the same thing. Just go through the gate and take a left.
Yep. Same with the necks.
Yeah.
Whatever.
that's not even all base.
No, it's across the street. Green
No,
Bay
no,
Road.
the actual necks is on.
Oh, yeah, the next is
This
the commissary's
commissary's
off.
off.
Yeah.
Right.
They've done a lot of work. I think they tore down one of the hospitals up there. Nobody really goes up to Great Lakes unless you have a very specific reason.
Update my ID. That's about it.
Got to get that cat card.
Yeah.
Went there for my MRI.
Really?
Were you at the
What a
Lovell,
riveting
center
conversation
there?
we're having about that. Let's go back to the firefighter shit for a second.
How's your deductible?
What, when you start? How old were you when you started that shit?
About 22.
All right. Did you go through so being a volunteer one? How's that work compared to like the rest of the shit?
So most fire departments in America are actually volunteer because they don't have a lot of big cities. You know, Chicago and, you know, suburbs and all that obviously have a lot of tax income, but a lot of rural towns don't have that. So they depend on members of the community who just want to show up and can volunteer their time.
What
which
a
is-
nice guy. Go on.
Try to do that. But so we offered a lot of training that we just did on site. We would do weekly trainings, you know, both simulated, classroom, all kinds of stuff like that.
You get paid for that?
We get a small stipend at like the end of the year, but it definitely wasn't enough to, you know, quit my day job or anything like
Word.
that. So,
All right. So with training though, with all that, how's that work? Like, so you first of all, how do you sign up for to be a volunteer for this stuff?
a lot of towns that have volunteer departments.
You got one?
No, you just raise your hand.
Oh,
Pretty much.
no, I mean, yeah, but like you go in there
At the
and
town hall.
Yeah.
and then like
You got to
they-
ring the bell.
But
you gotta
okay,
fight the mayor.
but like you just go in and then like they train you though. Like that's what I want to figure out, the whole training part of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still like a lot of other jobs where, you know, obviously you're in a position of trust, so, you know, they're still going to want to interview you. They're not just going to be like, oh, okay, you showed up, you know, you said you would do it, like, we'll take you because you want to make make sure you're.
They actually test you and all that kind
So
of
it's
shit
not
too?
like the military then.
Yeah. we have some vetting, but yeah, I mean, you still are going to have to, you know, fill out the application, which is the biggest step. A lot of paperwork, but
right.
you're gonna
Name.
have to,
Got
yeah,
it.
you know, you'll talk with the chief, you might
Fuck
talk with
social.
admin, you might talk with some of the officers and all that, you know, just so they can kind of get a feel for you. And again, this has been a long time, and I'm sure the process has changed, but just going through the process, you know, why do you want to do this? You know, what are you interested in? Because a lot of volunteers, they may be young kids, but since, you know, the pandemic and all that, it's a lot more difficult to find recruits. So, you know, a lot of volunteer departments, especially ones that you may read about, they may be 60 or 70, and some of them have been doing it for 30, 40 years, and it's just like a fun thing that
Just
they
a
get to do. Yeah.
I mean,
Until there's
like
an actual
drill.
real fire.
I kind of want to sign up for one, you know, but we don't have any
60
volunteers. I don't think we
D5.
have anything around here.
Eh,
I don't know. I don't think I'm not saying what town we're in, but no, I'm curious. Could this lead into like a career though, if you want to? Like,
I
you've been
think
there
a
for
lot
so
of
long?
people use it as like a stepping stone to get to
Yeah.
a bigger department.
Yeah, absolutely they will. because a lot of volunteer departments, they aren't going to have the budget necessarily to send you to a fire academy. Some may, depending on your time investment into the department. But if you just show up, you can't be like, well, I don't want to go to a $3,000 academy or a $3,000 paramedic class, anything like that. So they will invest money into you if they are able to, if you are going to invest your time and your skills into the department as well. So I think a lot of guys, because that was why I got into it as well, was that I wanted to use that to try to springboard into like a full-time career. And then I took a desk job because I was like, 9 to 5 and holidays off. Like, how do I lose? And
Fair enough.
401k also is a great encouraging factor, I'm sure.
But you were
10 years.
Do you have any education in fire science or anything like that, or
A little bit.
All right.
But I went through EMT and all that.
Double,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
And then you did the dispatcher stuff at the same time, or
Yep, that was kind of what I was using as a full-time job. A buddy of mine that I worked with, he was already a dispatcher up there, and he said, hey, we're hiring. So I took that, started into that, thought it was a pretty decent gig. It paid pretty well, and especially as a
any crazy
mid-twenties.
calls? Anything weird? Where were you at, by the way? You were
Great Lakes.
Great Lakes. Okay, that's right. Great
Yeah,
Lakes.
so we just dispatched for the base. We didn't cover North Chicago, anything like that. But if you don't know, the quarterdeck of the Navy is where it's located.
A lot of semen stuck in Siemens.
Yeah,
anything like
because that was all
stuck in his
post
anyway.
post 9/11. Oh yeah, we had some interesting ones. But, can't violate HIPAA too much, but
anything.
I learned this code at Great Lakes.
there was a lot of
Call back to the movie.
There was, yeah. They mentioned it. I was like, Great Lakes. I live right by there.
It's like a John Hughes movie.
Yeah,
Like,
that's right.
Shermer Road.
Shermer Road.
Yeah, a lot of those recruit classes that would go through. You'd have a lot of suicidal ideation. Just general like leg pain, foot pain, hair pain. General. I miss home. A lot of kids. Obviously, I'm sure some of you guys went through.
Bitch-ass semen.
I used to love seeing them at MEPS too. When they're getting dropped off by their parents at MEPS, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna miss you so bad." They're going up the fucking street.
It's like Great Lakes is right fucking down the road. It's only like 6. How long is that base?
And you're bringing bags?
Is that Navy basically like 6-7 weeks?
8 weeks, I think.
8 weeks.
I think it's 8 weeks.
But they got a graduating class every week, so if you ever have to go to the exchange,
Yeah, but they don't really do much there.
Hey, I employed a few of them at my shop when I had it still.
All right, so
I mean, it's surprisingly like an active area. I mean, it's kind of weird because you'd figure like any of the Marine stations, anything like that, like Camp Lejeune, Fort Stewart, anything like that. Sorry, I'm not.
That's all right. It's all right. I know.
I'm trying to breathe into the mic.
You can bend it however you want, man. This thing will come right. Look at that.
A little more. A little more.
That's
what she said.
Closer.
Closer. The areas, it's kind of surprising when you drive through it because I think a lot of people have that, Top Gun kind of image in their head of like what basic training is going to be or anything like that. And it's like North Chicago, Illinois. And, a lot of the areas not like it's all fenced in. There's not Humvees and machine guns.
Also, you also wouldn't expect the Navy to do all their boot camp outside of Chicago.
Right? Yeah. It's kind of
like.
Well, they had to move to Fort McCoy for a little bit during COVID. I remember that.
Even,
or they were holding them up there or something. I don't know what they were doing.
Yeah,
it was weird.
Because even historically, like down in Highwood, what is it? Fort Highwood. I don't remember.
Sheridan?
Fort Sheridan, that's the one. And I think even Great Lakes during World War II is where they did all their training for bombers.
They did?
They also did all their aircraft carrier training in Great Lakes. They actually put like a aircraft carrier in Lake Michigan. Yeah.
I think I remember hearing
yeah,
about
to
that.
practice like carrier landings and like
That's gonna be
touching
crazy
those
to
and
get that
shit.
fucking ship through all that crap to get it
Well,
down
they
there.
No,
actually-
they didn't. They just like
Oh, they
built
just dropped it. They built it there.
They
Out of
built
2 barges.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they basically built a mock-up the size of an aircraft carrier with a flight deck, and then like
I was gonna say that's a nightmare to get. A
yeah,
ship
and then
all the way
like the
through all
conning
those things.
tower and everything like that, just so that pilots could get used to.
It'd be a lot cooler if they actually took the ship through, though. Anyway,
It's also keeping those Canadians at bay.
damn.
But also, it makes sense to do it on Lake
maple
Michigan because
syrup fuckers.
the seas are calmer.
Right.
The water's calmer. It's
It can get rough though.
Still a lot of crashed ones out there.
We go fishing out there every year, me and this guy, and not this year for some reason. But yeah, we went up
Ray.
there. What did you go out that one year when it was pretty fucking gnarly out there?
Yeah, and that was October. Yeah,
Ugh,
I think
God,
that was the closest I came to dying.
Yeah, I was like, why are we out here? It's
cold. It wasn't even enjoyable.
I just stayed in the cabin,
Cold,
just
wet.
drinking the whole time. Like, fuck this shit. I'm not going out there. It's horrible out there. Even though when I don't even really fish when we go out there, I just drink my ass off and eat sandwiches the whole time. It's great.
That's the
But
only
anyway,
thing. That's the only entertainment in fishing.
It is gorgeous out there at Lake Michigan, though. Like in the summer, when we're out like 10, 15 miles out, it's blue
perfect.
waters. It feels like you're in the ocean. Anyway, all right. So that's
And there's no laws out there because it's international.
so.
That's a joke. I mean, a lot of people give me a look.
Fucking
on
A,
that
some
one,
cockfighting, some gambling.
Lovely day.
Monkey
The
knife
captain
fights?
on the ship's like, we're still in the States. No. We're in the middle of the lake here. We're good.
Did you just give him a Scottish accent?
Yeah, I did. a
We're
little
still
bit.
in the States.
I think I do my Bell Burr thing a little bit there. All right. So you didn't want to continue the whole firefighter thing, though. You just said, fuck it.
Yeah, it got kind of difficult as I got older, fatter, and slower.
Happens.
I took a corporate job, again, 9 to 5, and I was like, well, it's kind of complacency, I guess, is kind of what did me in for it.
Hey,
so
convenience factor counts for a lot.
yeah, I mean, it's also like where I grew up to where I work. I literally learned how to drive in that parking lot, so it was kind of odd thinking that my life would go full circle into that. But at the same time, I've got a 401k and all that stuff that we're responsible.
It's a good shit.
mid-30s
Also, do you really want to like volunteer to go to a big department where you have to spend like 24 to 48 hours at a fire station and then go home for like 2 days and then back? And
Some guys do it. Man,
I know
got
some
plenty of
guys do it.
Yeah,
My
we have friends
my,
galore that do
my
it.
buddy's old man did that.
Everyone, it's different with it. I get it. I don't know if I could live that life as much.
I don't either.
It's the whole the 24 on, 48 off. I mean, it does sound enticing though when you're just doing
you
that.
gotta prepare yourself for it. It's not,
Yeah.
it's something I think you could just pick up, idly without being like prepared to it. But at the same time, I mean, on a nice, cool spring day, I'll sit there and I'll be like, man, I really wish I was working outside. And then when it's like 110 with a heat index, I'm like, well, that looks like it sucks outside.
Or it's snowing.
Really glad my air
do you
conditioning's
do?
working here.
You are a corporate desk jockey now.
Yeah, I am.
And then what the hell do you?
I work for Walgreens in their privacy department, so we do a lot of HIPAA complaints. So when you're asking about sailors gone awry, sailors gone wild on Great Lakes, there's a there's a federal protocol that we can't get into on that. But
That word.
yeah, so we handle a lot of.
How's that going with the COVID shit?
It's very empty. It's a very big ghost town there. So we get to work remote. It's not too bad.
Well, I meant with the privacy part of the COVID stuff.
Oh my God,
There we go. Now we're busy.
Yeah, so many Kyles and Karens in my life, but whatever side of the aisle you file on that, there is just all kinds of.
Papers, please.
Yeah. You can't do it. Or please tell everybody that I am vaccinated. You can't tell anybody I'm doing this because I fucking don't want it, but they're making. Yeah, I get it. It's got to be kind of weird. Walgreens though.
The new South Park special is really good about that.
Oh, I missed that one.
Is that the time travel one where they go forward into time?
But they don't
Well,
really
it
go
was time
forward.
travel.
They're
Oh,
just
don't
they're
give
just
it away.
adults in it.
Oh, I
we
saw the preview for
we
it.
got to get them on board. Time travel.
I haven't seen
Time travel.
Done. Solid there. All right. So desk jockey. Walgreens pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Name drop. You're getting fired tomorrow. That's cool.
Absolutely. don't tease me with a good time.
You were on this show.
Don't give me hope. Don't
Severance
give me hope.
package.
Yeah, now we're talking.
All right. But you're also a firearms enthusiast.
I am.
All right. You're in the room full of guns here. You liking what you're seeing here?
You guys can leave anytime. Just turn the lights off. I'll lock up. Whatever you want.
So I'm going to ask the question. Actually, do you
I
any?
call that one.
Yeah.
That one.
No, those are expensive.
That
You don't
one.
get that. Do you actually own any guns, or are you just a glass licking, Cabela's guy?
Well, when I go into the gun store, I mean, it's kind of hard not to,
I know. I do the same
They're
thing.
like
I
potato
glass lick.
chips.
I glass lick a lot too.
But yeah, I do own a couple. I have a pistol, 2 rifles, and a shotgun.
What kind of pistol? Names, brands.
Beretta 92 FS, the old
right, I
M9
love
if
it.
you want to be technical.
I love it.
An AR. I have a hunting rifle, bolt action 6.5 Creedmoor, and a 12 gauge shotgun.
Creedmoor.
Nice.
I'm actually interested in the Creedmoor.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's the exotic round.
I know. I like it. Bring it over
And
next
you
time.
don't have one here.
Yeah, no. It's a lot of 308.
Yeah, a lot of 308, a lot
NATO
of
rounds.
5.56.
NATO, baby.
See, that was why I wanted to change it up because I was like
Aren't they switching over to that?
6.5.
Yeah, they are.
6.8 I thought it was, actually. I thought they're doing 6.8. Didn't we
Maybe.
cover that a couple episodes ago?
Something like that.
This
I don't
is
know.
6
Jonesy,
Six
look it
point
up.
something. Jonesy.
Damn it. That microphone looks so empty back there.
Well, I wanted to diversify my my ammunition because I figured, worst apocalypse ever. But
I get it.
I figured, if I have a couple different types of weapons, that at least then I've got diversified.
Oh,
amounts
I've
of-
got,
See, I did the same thing when I bought a 5.7 because I'm like, oh, I'll always be able to find the ammo. Except for 75 fucking cents around.
just go to Pete's office. He's got plenty there.
I do have a lot of 5.7.
Hook it up, bro.
Yeah, the new one's going to be a 6.8.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Ah,
6.8.
okay.
So I got 300 blackouts, 7.62, 3.9, but a lot of actual 308s, 5.56, 9 mil, 45. I like the standard NATO shit.
8 millimeter.
Well, Mauser,
Not-
yeah.
not
That's
the
a tough-
Mauser, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's like actually stamped. Yeah, yeah. I do want to get what's the Japanese one?
Arisaka?
Yeah, there you go. The Yokota or something. I don't know.
I thought they called it like a Type 92 or
Air-
some shit like that.
Something
With a
Arisaka.
folding bayonet on
Yeah,
there, just in
yeah.
case.
I want to get the Polish handgun that was actually made in Poland.
It's
that
a
the Germans-
pitchfork.
Wow.
What I really want to get, I want to try to get my hands on one of those like single shot 45s that we dropped all over Europe during World War II.
resistance
Yeah.
ones?
Yeah.
What's another one? Well, the Gant. That's everyone. I don't even have one. I should probably get one.
And Moisen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want more World War II
My
ones.
buddy
though.
tricked his out pretty
With
solidly.
Janky's got a bunch of fun shit, don't you?
Yeah,
Right?
Lee Enfield. I got the
want that
Mauser. Got a Webley revolver, and then the C96 broom handle.
How much?
Revolver's an officer weapon.
Yeah. Wow.
How, mu-
Fucking.
how much do you want for the whole British package there?
With
Not,
biscuits.
not for sale right now.
God damn it!
I do have one of those Japanese Ariskas though.
Do you?
Oh.
How much did that run you?
I actually got it from my old man, so it's just. But unfortunately, I
Beat
don't
him
know.
on the head with a
Where'd
shovel.
he get it
for
from?
I don't know, and I hope he didn't do it, and he got it this way. But it's slightly bubbled because it's in a sporting stock, which pissed me off a little bit when I got it. But it's sitting there. I need to clean it up and
Bring
revive
it
a
to
little
the next range.
When my great
bit. I don't
uncle,
even have ammo for
Bring it here. Next
I was
time.
so
Fuck.
disappointed when my great uncle died because his kids got like all of his World War II memorabilia, but that man took off 2 officers' swords off the Japs in World War II. He had them
Nice.
mounted in his kitchen.
Wow.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
Would you like?
I was gonna say the one pistol my grandfather brought back is it's an SS Luger with the Death Skull on the case.
You know he took that off a bad person.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, my grandmother also
Yeah.
showed me a bunch of German wedding
much you
rings
want for
he
it?
collected.
Yeah. What do you? I'm gonna start throwing out. I'm gonna sell this desk. Fucking these mics.
Fuck that.
Wow,
We just
yeah.
kidnap him, have him take us to
what
his
can I get
house.
for 2 iPads? And,
Yeah. That's two
and
iPads.
a
You can get a Glock.
Amazon brand gavel.
Gavel and a grenade here.
I'll trade you a replica model Sturmgewehr.
I got one right on the wall. STG
You think I'm
44.
trading for?
The Tommy gun too.
If it was a working Tommy gun, we talk.
I can make it work.
Can you, though?
ATF would like to know your location.
Yeah. Right. Damn it.
They already do.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm on a list. I'm fucking listed. Anyway, dude, it's been fun having you on, Pat. Thanks for
appreciate it.
coming on
It's
the show.
Good to be here.
It's unless anyone's got any more questions for Patty, I think we're gonna wrap this shit up.
I'd like to recommend a MRE, taste comparison test for your show.
Okay,
You guys can crack these things open.
next episode we'll.
You know how many MREs we've eaten in our lifetime?
Yeah, I actually stopped eating them. I
Yeah.
refuse to. Like, if we're stateside, and I know I also make sure I have a vehicle with me all times, or I commandeer a vehicle because I will not eat that shit. I will fucking go off post because like when we do our field stuff, I'll sneak off the field to go get a real meal.
Go on.
Yeah, it's not. It's just
Well,
fucking.
apparently, if you had saved all the toilet paper, you could have sold it. So you
I
could be
didn't
rolling
know it
in
was
profits.
TP though. That's the craziest part. I thought it was
thought
always tissue paper.
I just used it to wipe my face.
Well, at least you weren't like tucking
Are
it into
those
your shirt.
happy tissues or sad tissues?
Both.
Also, I was never struggling for toilet paper overseas. My parents sent me the really nice, like 2-3 ply
Real
stuff.
good stuff.
We don't even get that
Dope.
at work.
They would send me like 8 rolls, a carton of smokes, or 2 cartons of smokes, depending on how bad the op tempo was, and then a bunch of beef jerky.
Was it Tango 3's beef jerky? No,
It was not. I wish it was.
That's some good shit.
It's a recent product.
I know. Let's hit up a little pluggy plugs here. Like, follow, subscribe, share. All right.
Ring the
Facebook.
bell.
That ding, ding, ding. Yeah, we're on a bunch of different things. Facebook. I'm not even going to read all that crap off at this point. Yeah, we're just going to go back to, you could support the show at semperho.com with a monthly subscription of your choosing. 50% of merch profits go to Tango 3.
That's right. By supporting our show, we can help support Tango 3 with their support to veteran mental health issues and veteran suicide prevention through the sale of Dove Creek Akashi Wagyu beef jerky.
Good shit.
Just
Donate
delicious.
at tango3.org. Awesome good shit. And don't forget to send that hate mail, guys. Or
Contact at semperhua.com.
All right. Thank you for coming back on the show.
We have hoodies now.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate coming back, but coming on the show. And if you ever want to come back, join the closet with everybody here, it'd be great. Sami, thanks for showing up. Jank the Tank, sir, how you doing back there?
Are we
You
still
there?
recording?
Yes, we are. Still good. We're alive back there. We're
Yeah, I
good.
think so.
We're good.
All right, and Petey. All right, guys. See you next week.